It's easy to speak out about the way I live, but it's a 24-karat dream. No supermodel in my dirty jeans, but in my 24 inches heels. I'm not pretending, I'm born like this, a game for the reckless. It's so extreme and I don't really care, I don't really care, yeah. No, I don't really care, I don't really care, yeah. They're calling me a mad woman, mad woman, mad woman. Calling me a mad woman, mad woman. No, I don't really care, I don't really care, yeah. 'Cause boy, it's none of your business if I'm a mad woman. It's easy to speak out about the way I live.
So let's now take a look at the Saturday finals for classes E and F at Knockhill Racing Circuit. Held under nice dry conditions actually, so it was good to get the guys a reverse direction dry circuit. And let's pick up with classes E and F right now. As we see the first man coming into view, or the first car coming into view, sorry, will be Karen O'Brien in the little Mini Cooper. And Karen managed to come home 12th, and with an understeering moment through McIntyre's. Commitment from Karen there, she never lifted off until she got back in the pit lane, so it's good to see. Ian Walsh managed to come home in 11th in his Mini Cooper with a 106.7. And Ian making progress every time he gets in the car, and great to see. Neil Methin in his Mini Cooper, well, thankfully Neil making progress because he's been a fast man all year and previous years, but that new car causing a few issues for him. 9th place was Sean Hislop in the Renault Clio RS with a 104.4. And just ahead of him was 172 Keith Richardson in his Clio 172. And ever improving Keith Richardson as well, we've got to say that, 104.2. Ewan Hamilton, car number 28 in his Mini Cooper S, come home in 7th place. And then it was this man, Jordan Smith. And all action Jordan Smith comes through in his Ford Escort with a 102.9. Lewis McDougall, 555, who we saw having a feature in the previous one, sliding through the chicane with a 102.4. And in 4th place was Kevin Strachan, Renault Clio, a 102.3. Yumen Lai, action as ever, 101.9 for Yumen, only good enough for 3rd place. And that's all Ray McGinlay, the return of Ray McGinlay in his Ford Puma with a 101.7. But the fastest man in F class was car number 88, and that was the Subaru Impreza WRX, the only man to go under a minute, a 59.5. Martin Brown was on absolutely amazing form. As we see him coming through McIntyre's here, never puts a foot wrong, drives the car well, delighted with his win. The Class E finals, 3rd place was Stevie McNab in his Renault Clio. Stevie all action as ever, he done a minute .6. And just ahead of him was 484, the rally man himself, Euan Duncan in his Honda S2000. Winner of Class E though was car number 87, Paul Bell. Great to see Paul here. And Paul was loving his new Renault Clio Cup car. Robert Jobson was the man who we saw going through first though in his Golf, the TCR Golf for Robert Jobson. He was in as a guest. He could do absolutely nothing against this man here, Paul Bell. Great to see him back doing Superlap Scotland, and he was in form. Let's now take a look at Sunday, and we're also going to follow Sunday qualifying as the guys got up to speed with normal direction again. And straight away Yumen Lai, as ever, bouncing through a gravel trap on the exit of Clark's. And this is our guest, Robert Jobson. Beautiful little car that Golf, completely 100% standard. So great to see him here having fun, taking part in it, and as ever enjoying the whole spirit of Superlap Scotland and getting up to speed. There's Craig Dillon, who we see racing for the SMRC quite a lot in the Celtic Speed Mini Cooper Cup, but sampling Superlap Scotland by Rockstar Energy and really enjoying the feel of the paddock and the track time which he's getting. A nice dry track greeted the drivers, and they made progress with every run and every lap. Neil Methin was a man who we really expect to see a little bit more from this year, but his new car still providing a few teething problems as he goes on. And just look at that, Paul Bell, the left-hand drive Renault Clio, maybe unsighted by the curb a little bit there, or just doing it for the cameras, doing it for the fans. Skids and wheelies. Jordan Smith comes through the chicane and runs off through the gravel trap. We've seen him do that before, just getting a little bit too lively over the crest off the hill. And takes it nice and easy up the back straight before rejoining just on the entrance to Clark's. Quick check over his shoulder, and away he goes. Martin Brown, he was pretty special all weekend, wasn't he? He was the fastest in qualifying in his Subaru Impreza WRX, and he was pretty chuffed with that one. And fastest in E-Class was number 6, Michael Foster, in his Renault Clio. Foster doing a 59.498 second lap, only a tenth of a second, less than a tenth of a second faster than Paul Bell. So Class E being very, very tight. Class E a little bit more strung out. Martin Brown did manage to have a second in his pocket, but then after that, everybody from second down to roundabout 7th, very, very close. As Martin Brown was going round, just trying to chalk up lap after lap. A lot of these guys now started to actually simulate the Super Lap final. Fastest man in F-Class qualifying for Super Lap Scotland today, round 5, Martin Brown, another pole position. Martin, looking good for the runoff.
Yeah, hopefully I can keep it together for the final as well. That was a wee bit harder work this time, it felt, but keep it tidy, keep it clean, and see where I can get. So.
There were a few eyebrows raised after practice when you were 12th, quite far down. Is there a reason for that?
I don't tend to push the car that hard in the morning. Just make sure everything's doing, get a couple of lines, practice some braking points in certain corners. But I don't really put a full lap in. Try and save that for when the points.
Fastest man in E-Class Super Lap Scotland, Michael Foster. And after yesterday's dreadful day where you had all sorts of electrical problems, it was a 2-amp fuse come the end of it. But pole today for round 5.
Yeah, thankfully Stevie McNab and whatnot was helping out yesterday, trying to get the car back together. It is, and it seems to be going alright. A couple of gremlins this morning, but back on pole, which is what we like.
You were in a foul mood yesterday, but have you kind of let that all go now?
Yeah, I slept in yesterday, which doesn't help. Woke up on my own accord today, had a coffee, feeling good.
Qualifying results, fastest man in F-Class was Martin Brown, and the fastest in E-Class, as we just saw, Michael Foster. Those guys absolutely flying. Let's now take a look at the Class F finals. First car onto track is Karen O'Brien in the 155 Mini Cooper, and Karen coming in 13th place, 105.2. Neil Methvin was 12th, we need a 104.4. Progress getting made. Ian Walsh come home P11 and another Mini Cooper with a 104.3 for Walshy, and then Craig Dillon just outside the top 10 or on the verge of the top 10 with a 103.9. Keith Richardson, Clio 172, 103.7 for Keith. And then Jordan Smith, who we saw being very extravagant through the chicane earlier on, 8th place for him in his Ford Escort with a 103.1. 7th place for Sean Hislop in the Renault Clio RS, a 102.5 for Sean Hislop. And then just ahead of him in 6th place was car number 28, Ewan Hamilton, in his Mini Cooper S. You can hear the supercharger on that one with a 102.2. 5th place, wow, look at that, that's how it goes through Duff. It's extremely fast, was Lewis McDougall, a 102.1 for him. And in 4th place we've got Keith Strachan, he come by with a 101.8. Ray McGinlay was in 3rd place in his Ford Puma, and Ray getting quicker and quicker every time he attacks the track, and attack is definitely what he does, a 101.6 for him. Just 1.2 seconds off the fastest time to put him P3. In 2nd place, this man, car number 888, Yumen Lai, Renault Clio 182, and Yumen done a 101.5, 1.1 off the fastest time. That means the fastest man once again was car number 88, Martin Brown, in his Subaru Impreza WRX. Fastest man in F-Class, a 1 minute .357 for him. He was absolutely delighted with that one. A good lap which he put together. Up the back straight, he actually went quicker than he did in his qualifying run, so that's exactly what you want to do in Super Lap. Martin Brown was a deserved winner, and he was absolutely delighted. Martin Brown wins Class F, and you may wonder why we're standing in the pit lane. Well, we are here because he is currently the Rockstar pacesetter. He is the fastest man in F-Class, but to this point he's also the fastest man on the day. Fresh, raw and sweaty from your drive, how was it?
That was good. It felt it was hard work. I really had to kind of get my mind in for this one and concentrate, because I was listening a lot more of the times that were going on and watching other people going out a bit more than normal, so I was just trying to settle it, and you knew a lot was on the line, so it's from me to throw it away. So
it's looking good for the championship now.
Definitely, yeah. I think, well, I don't know if that's wrapped up or not now, but we'll see.
Well, I'm not going to say anything in case it's not, but congratulations on a good win today for round 5.
Thanks very much. Cheers.
Can you robot dance?
No, definitely not.
What about the wave?
I can just prance around.
We're going to do a bit of dancing, right? We'll do a bit of dance together. It's almost like boxing, isn't it?
That'll do. Yeah, that'll do.
In fact, do you want to fight? I think you could take me. Now, quick look at E-Class, and first man you can see on your television screen, 54, Stevie McNab, the only man in E-Class not to go sub 1 minute. Minute for him. Michael Foster was in third place with a 59.7 second lap for him. And then, new to Superlap Scotland, the rally man himself, 484 in his S2000, Euan Duncan, 59.6. But it was all about this man going normal direction. Car number 87 in his Renault Clio Cup car, Paul Bell, 59.4. And look at the commitment Paul shows going through the chicane there and up towards Clark's. Current Rockstar pace setter is Paul Bell in the little Clio here. You just come in, you got to sell a can of Rockstar. Was it a good lap?
It was the best I could do in 1 lap, yeah. It's not my fastest today so far, but we'll see how everybody else does.
Robert Jobson managed a 59.4 in his Golf as the guest class. 59.442. 300ths of a second, or 3,000ths of a second faster than Paul Bell. Robert Jobson, congratulations. Fabulous lap there, and even better that you're a guest.
Yeah, it was great. Car went well, so I can't really complain. I get to drive it home as well, so it's not in the back of a truck.
And you're the current Rockstar pace setter as well, so we're going to keep you here until somebody betters your time.
Won't take long.
Oh, you enjoy the juice there.
Thank you.
Was it a good lap though?
Yeah, it was good. It's always fun to be here, so can't complain.
Let's now have a look at the final results. Winning Class E was Paul Bell. He was absolutely delighted with that one from Euan Duncan, and third place Michael Foster. For Class F, the top three, Martin Brown, number 88 from 888 Yumen Lai, and car 60 is Ford Puma, Ray McGinlay.